Mina Jane. Today we're acting to season 5, episode 7 of Buffy. Last episode was called Family, and it was a Tara-centric episode. We learned more about Tara and her family history, because once again, we only knew that she dabbled into magic. We never knew the in-depth perspective of it, and let alone that when it came to Tara, Willow has become more advanced in magic, more faster than Tara. But obviously Tara has been teaching Willow some power, some magic as well. And I remember how a couple episodes ago, like what was it, season 4 I believe, where Willow and Tara were going to do a spell and Tara ended up throwing the dust under the bed or under this table desk, and we never knew why she didn't do it, even though it was supposed to have been to find a demon. We find out when Tara's birthday comes. So during her birthday, she's sitting here and her family comes. They make a surprise visit. We get to see her brother, her dad, and you know, during this time everybody's like shocked. Willow feels betrayed because you know, she didn't expect them to come. Well, I mean, Tara didn't even expect them to come. But also, this episode was already building the separation of how everybody feels about Tara, because no one really knows her but Willow. The beginning of the episode, once they found out that Tara's birthday is coming up, because Willow's like, are you guys gonna be able to make it? Buffy and Xander were talking about how what gift would they approach, what gift will be even beneficial for her, because they don't know her. They see her kind of like this odd or just with Willow, and Tara already feels like she's not even part of the Scooby Gang, even though she's been trying to essentially be that aspect. So, you know, in the beginning of the episode, Tara and Willow is in Willow's dorm. Tara's reading spells, and you know, Tara's telling her little story about a kitten trying to have her go to sleep. And when we switch back over, we see that Buffy told Giles about Dawn being this the key, which is the ball of energy that and you know, visions and memories have been planted into Buffy and everybody else, so they think that she's actually Buffy's sister. And she explained the new enemy, which is the Beast, who once again Buffy was struggling to even fight against her, and basically was mentioning how the memories are false and what should we do next. And she won't tell Dawn, and she would just pretty much keep it between them. She hasn't told anybody else. She hasn't told her friends because she doesn't want it to be weird. And during this time, you see Buffy begin to become more protective to Dawn, even to the point that it's becoming mega annoying to Dawn. Obviously, Dawn was trying to go across the street to her friends, and Buffy's like, no, don't go. And with that, it caused her to shift between her and Riley, because Riley's like, why are you suddenly becoming paranoid about your sister when y'all were just having like beef the episode before? And obviously Buffy not wanting to tell him that, because she don't want anyone to act weird around Dawn, to the point that she's going to ask, why is everybody acting weird? She doesn't even say anything. She doesn't mention anything to Riley. She doesn't tell him. And Riley gets pissed. He leaves, goes to the bar, drinks, and so May 4th, he stumbled across some girl. Let me see if I can remember her name. Sandy, I think, and she's a vampire, and Riley pushes her off. But he comes back to the party, and I'm still suspicious about that. So, you know, it is what it is. Then we also have, once again, Buffy wanted to protect Dawn. She moves back home, and she moves out of her dorm. She returns home, saying that it's more so for her mom's health, but mostly also for Dawn's protection as well. Now, when this comes, we got Tara's big brother Donnie, her father, and Beth, which is their Tara's family. And during this time, we're seeing how they're trying to bring Tara's home, as like pretty much the two men are useless, and they're trying to bring Tara back as a slave, not as like cooking clean for them, because they can't provide for themselves. And Aunt Beth is over talking about you're over here trying to be promiscuous, and you know, you've been here for a year and you already forgot to contact your family. It's time to return back home, to get back to what you've been doing. And wait till your friends find out what you've been doing, because they find out that Tara went in while they were doing some research and did a spell to erase any site of a demon locator spell. She tried to say she sabotaged the demon locator spell last time in season 4, and she was going to do it again because Willow wanted to repeat it to find the beast. So Tara does a spell to hide her demon side, which caused Buffy later on to not be able to see the 3 Leech demons, which was a whole invisible fight going on because Tara did the spell. Tara gets ambushed by her aunt. Then they bring it to the magic box. Everybody finds out that Tara did a spell to sabotage, and her family comes in, and they're like, "Listen, she need to come back. She's being selfish. She need to go back and provide for her family, basically being servants." And then, Tara undoes the spell. They kill the demons. Well, Buffy already killed them while, in the midst of everything fighting, but killed some. So I already know that it's going to be theoretically a flashback of Drusilla and Spike due to us learning about Darla and stuff like that. So not surprised at all. Not even conflicted at all. I do want to see how different it's going to be with Buffy, since we already pretty much got everything that's been happening with the whole life of Buffy and stuff like that, and Spike and Drusilla on that side. So I'm wondering if we're going to see if the full transformation of Spike, maybe who's really turned him, which I feel like I already know. But anyways, let's dive in.
You smelled this bad when you were alive?
Probably.
As if it's a post-mortem thing, then boy is my face red. But just
wow. Oh Jesus. What? It's a dream. This is real? You can't be serious. And then somebody saves her. Preferably. Yeah.
That would put me in a real hospital, which would get my real mom real freaked out.
Well, you just got stabbed almost in any artery. Like,
accelerated. Vampire.
It was one.
One.
It was one.
Think something?
Where do you gotta go with groceries?
Oh, mine. Some nail polish experiments are due before they even begin.
I'm shocked.
Come on. Who's the man? You are. A very short, annoying man.
Not that who's the man, though. Listen, Dawn just gave you a whole help. You should have said thank you. A literal slayer. And I hope, and did he come by himself again? This man.
Does that like mean something?
They eating Tito chips?
I think it breaks down to choo choo. It probably means to follow him.
Right, Anya?
Hey, Riley!
Oh my God!
What's the all about? It means you're real loud to the vampires who don't know work.
No, not
even.
even.
Like that.
He's a literal.
It's just so cool.
Whoa! Cool. Them chips. Oh, that's what we're gonna get.
Really close.
Is that the one with Spike?
I slipped up, Giles. I've been training harder than ever, and still I realize that every Slayer comes with an expiration mark on the package. But I want mine to be a long time from now. Got the other Slayers, maybe it would help me to understand my mistake.
I feel like my good sis won't be having a good long expiration date. She won't be having a long one.
Damn. Love you, but you watchers are such prigs sometimes.
She said, love you. Love to see it then.
Painful. I was gonna say. What?
Spike.
Wait, no. Are you feeling alright, Slayer? This stuff usually hurts.
Slayer, we got questions.
Slayers. You killed 2 of them.
2. You forgot?
They're gonna show me how.
Show him? You asking for a tutorial? Come on,
it's about 2 Slayers.
Get to the T,
one
dude.
In China during the Boxer Rebellion.
Oh, the China?
One in New York. Both got killed by you. Tell
this
the
dude
tale.
Getting paid. What is that?
What?
Spicy buffalo wings. Order me up a plate. I'm feeling peckish.
You can get up there with the money and get it yourself, sir. What is this, a to-go place?
Many words ago. But the bother is nothing rhymes, you see.
That dude was like, I'm just trying to give you some appetizers, dude. Just take the plate. Or just get out.
Ah, William.
William?
Favor us with your opinion.
Your
What do you
name is
make of this rash of
William?
disappearances sweeping through our town?
William.
Animals? I prefer placing my energies into creating things with beauty. I see. Well, my heart expands.
Oh, he was getting bullied.
It has grown effulgent, inspired by your beauty, effulgent.
How did he know it was about her, though?
Effulgent.
I don't know what the fuck that even means, so... Pip Pip.
Have you heard?
You thought you ate?
They call him William the Bloody because of his bloody awful poetry.
It suits him. I'd rather have a railroad spike through my head than listen to that awful stuff.
Oh, spike through his head. Pun intended, actually.
That's the problem.
Dang, she said she don't want to see
You're
you?
nothing to me, William.
Oh. You just put a death sentence on your head. I'm sorry, miss. When he do become a vampire, you about to get eat first.
You're beneath me.
Oh. Dang, she said you're not even you're not even on her level. You're not even right there. You're beneath her. Like she can just walk over you.
Vision. It's glory. That burning baby in the spirit and
Girl,
imagination.
in front of the audience. Oh, so he's signed to Drusilla?
Ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow, ow.
Here we go.
What you got? That's him.
This dude husky. He must be drinking 10 cans of Red Bull in the afternoon. Well, at night since he can't come outside. Y'all gonna let him go by himself? Willow.
Becoming a vampire is a profound and powerful experience. I feel this new strength coursing through me. I was through living by society's rules. Decided to make a few of my own.
Perhaps it's my advancing years that makes me so forgetful, William.
The angel.
Why don't we kill you?
It's Spike now.
Oh, wonder where we got that from.
Remember it, mate.
I'm not your mate.
God and the London alive because of you. Everywhere we go, it's the same story. And now...
You've got me and my women hiding in the luxury of a mine shaft.
Fine. So he actually was never savage when Spike was around.
You do, we become the hunted.
It makes sense. So he never was signed to Angel.
You know you're gonna win.
No, a real kill. A good kill. It takes pure artistry. Without that, we're just animals.
Yo,
Proof that.
David in his accent. This whole time I thought Angel was sire. Like, he was his sire, but he was never. He never was. Which makes Spike talk about how we should be best friends. Didn't make sense.
Slayer was a subject of cold sweat and fright.
Yeah, it came right back in possession. I see why.
But I never hid. Me too. Become a vampire. Got
No
nothing to
one
fear.
even hesitated in this bar. I know y'all saw the aggression hand. Oh, a different Slayer? I love that. What the? She ain't even. He ain't telling her that shit.
Sorry, love. I don't speak Chinese.
Of course. Of course.
Wicked. Spike.
Spike. When she way she says it.
Did you ever hear them say
Never probably
the
not.
blood of a slayer is a powerful aphrodisiac?
No. Not her deep throat and a fingernail. I can't. I don't even, but I need to get off my screen. By the Slayer too? Y'all are wild.
My little Spike just killed
The
himself.
Slayer. Spike, I mean, Angel, like,
Congratulations.
I don't give a shit, dude. Once that transition, they are. That shit be It takes me out the second time. It's a jump for me.
You got off on it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Suppose you're telling me you don't?
No.
And all we need is for one of us, just one, sooner or later, to have the thing we're all hoping for.
Hey, finally y'all paying attention? Finally y'all looked around at the bar.
You've gotten so good, you're starting to think you're immortal.
Riley, what are you?
Put this in a museum. You know
This man is a walking L. I cannot. Man. Interesting. He just threw that in there?
What?
Less than a second. Ask the right questions.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference, love.
Dude, you gotta tell me what the fuck it is.
If, on the other hand,
Might as well give up, dude. I'm trying to know too.
Ready to know.
I'm ready.
Okay then.
Oh, we got a new one? Not the 80s, dude.
first one was all business. For the second, I shared a touch of your style.
Okay.
Dancing?
Well, y'all kind of are the way y'all just hitting air.
And the thing about the dances.
It's the fact that he got a weapon before her.
Heels, baby.
Miss, where is your killing utensil?
Every slayer has a death wish.
Well, he did that with Eve.
Even you.
Well, we already know she got death. I know she ain't surviving. I know it. I don't even know. Maybe she'll be the lucky one out.
You've got ties to the world.
My mum, brat kid sister, Scoobies. They don't tie you here. But you're just putting off the inevitable.
And the second that happens,
That transition?
You know I'll be there.
Spike,
Slip in.
you still have the chip, sir.
give it me good, Buffy. Do it.
Spike. What the hell are you doing?
Come on.
Move it.
Say I do want to.
Buffy, when the fuck did you want to dance? Now I'm confused. When did you want to
It
dance?
wouldn't be you, Spike.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
It would never be you.
well, let's dial 911. Sis, we got a liar on our hands.
You're beneath me.
Again? Oh, that must hit him in the gut. And she threw money at you like a stripper.
Hasn't got a death wish. Bitch won't need one.
Okay. Not last
You
time.
can't kill Buffy. She's the Slayer. She is so gonna kick your ass.
Got two barrels here that are proof.
That thing in her, you're gonna be all ah!
Right.
And then you'll get bitch slapped up and down Main Street unless she's had enough and just stakes you.
What about the bloody Slayer since we left California? She's on the other side of the planet, Drew.
But you're lying.
Oh,
I
good.
can still see her floating all around you, laughing. Why? Why won't you push her away?
What in the fuck?
You guys obviously have a thing going on here.
You taste like ashes.
So this is my fault now?
Dang, not her cheating in 4K with that? How is his hands working, sis?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I look at you. All I see is the Slayer.
Buffy? She was cheating. That's what she was cheating
okay?
with the demon.
I'm fine. You know, the nothing that I've been dealing with the last couple of weeks?
Yes, what is it?
It might not be nothing.
What is it? Please.
Staying overnight at the hospital for observation. I'm getting a CAT scan.
Oh, for cancer? Oh my gosh, she's gonna go out there in a vulnerable state and this is when Spike is gonna attack? We got Spike the Clown and Riley the Son and Slayer Man. Like, But then I say it's either like her going through amnesia or like cancer or something like that. Like, we've always been hit with a lot of problems, like real human problems, but this one is probably intense, very intense.
What do you want now?
What's wrong?
Cry me a river. You can open up to him?
I don't want to talk about it.
Or clam
Is there
voice.
something I can do?
Spike. What could you do, Sue? What could you do, son? I almost called them boo, and I just bit my lip because of that. He gonna put that loaded gun on the step. I swear to God, he about to have me crack the fuck up. I mean, at least he did help her grieve. I mean, her process this because none of her friends is here. Braham and then the Beast. Like, I know she's probably going through it right now because she thinks she's doing the best, and all she puts her effort into it, and she still feels like she's probably not succeeding the way she wants to. So, let's look at the summary first before I give my opinions, because I feel like that is definitely going to be the best way of time. So this episode was called Full of Love. Obviously, we're seeing Spike and his perspective compared to Angel's. To be honest, I know y'all said to watch Angel's before Buffy's, and I think I did an amazing choice because I was able to function and connect the dots more quickly than if I watched Buffy before Spike, because it's literally the same thing. It's just one different additional scene, which didn't ruin anything for this version. Okay, so so we pretty much once again kind of predicted this in the beginning of season 5. I said that ending of season 4, beginning of season 5. I did say that I hope we get to learn some more about the Slayers, the previous Slayers. We learned about the first Slayer, and we learned about the two ones that Spike killed. And I obviously love those. I love that we got a chance to see more in depth and see different types of, Slayers around the world, essentially, and different time frames, and to see their different fighting techniques, and to know that we're basically building up to Buffy kind of avoiding the same mistakes that the previous Slayers have done. But during this time, like I said, I'm just gonna read the Spike one. It takes to kill a Slayer is one vampire to have one good day, compared to Buffy, who can kill 10,000 vampires in her lifetime. And then during this time, we see Spike encounter the second Slayer, and he explains that the key to his victory was not moves or blows. The key was that each Slayer had a death wish, a desire to experience death after causing so much of it. Additionally, claiming that Buffy also has this wish, but has ties to the world that keep her anchored. They want to know what comes next because they wish for a final peace after a lifetime of solely responsible for protecting the world from demons. Spike explains that the second that the desire take over the Slayer would die because there are countless vampires just waiting to take the advantage of this. Okay, yeah. Like I said before, that's something that I've been already knew. Like, more so not that each Slayer had a death wish, but more so concerning the fact that this is, like, come on. Any person could connect the dots that a Slayer killing hundreds and thousands of vampires a week and staying up all night, having to balance school, college life, and living a double life since they were however old they got called can be stressful. They never can have a normal life. There's always going to be a calling for a vampire. There's always going to be possible danger in their hands. Buffy literally at the age of 16, and even before then, had to save people's lives, had people's lives in jeopardy. She lost people due to this. People had suffered around her because of this. She obviously knows the risk of being a Slayer. Like, this is not something that's new to us. And the thing when it comes to Spike explaining it is that if he can see that, then that means that any vampire can see that. I don't think a lot of vampires are smarter as he has, but what is kind of crazy about it is that it makes sense. That's how a Slayer can sometimes be easily able to do that, because Slayers have more so power than a vampire. And the fact that, to be honest, it makes sense to why, even though Buffy thought she was doing the most and she was prepared and she's been taking advice and training, that she should have been more prepared for this vampire. But the thing is that 1 minute she probably did want to see what it was like to not have that burden on her shoulders. But the thing is, that kind of ties into earlier with 503, I believe, when Buffy was like, what if I got myself duplicated and when I could have a normal life. Like 1 second of having all this pressure and all this responsibility on your shoulders vanishing and seeing what is next in life than to just be Dr. Save-A-Ho all the time. It can be stressful on somebody, and I'm not surprised that a Slayer would rather have it. And I mean, to be honest, I take that more so of the Slayer didn't get bested. It was that the Slayer did it because they wanted to. Kendra, I feel like she got the bested because she got hypnotized by Drusilla. So it wasn't technically Kendra wanting to die. Drusilla just got into her mind. But it's I take it more so it was the Slayer's time, to get to finally stop fighting, opposed to being taken advantage of. Most of the time, that is. But I'm wondering now is that now I can fully tie things in together. So not only do we see the past, mostly everything that's tying together is between Spike and Angel and Drusilla, and tying into season 2 of Buffy and also season 1 and 2 of Angel. To be honest, when season 2 started of Buffy, I assumed that Angel was sorry to Spike because Spike made it seem like him and Angel were old boys, and Spike made it seem like he already knew what well, if you kind of really watch back, maybe it's more known that he probably didn't, and that's probably why he was annoyed with Angelus more than expected, because he never experienced it. That's why it probably could be different to analyze now compared to before. But to be honest, I always assumed that Spike was, like, my timeline was that Spike was turned by Angel way before. Like, I've never assumed that Darla was the scouter, that Darla was the one bringing Drusilla and Jenny's ancestors to Angel. I just thought Angel would just turn any people as he went and go. And like he found these people and was possessed. I mean, not possessed, but like more so demented and trying to turn them. I never wanted thought that it had been that serious until now. Now dissecting everything, it makes sense that it wasn't him sire to Angel, but how Spike was acting, he made it seem like they were big town buds and that they went through killing together, and that, let's be bad like how we used to. It made it seem like they did this before, but in all reality, it was just him and Drusilla doing the same thing, and Angel was just like the darn brooding dad. But I don't, since you're ever remembering Drusilla or Spike mention Darla at all, like, not even like, where's your old time sweetheart? Maybe they could have. I just never, like, even when Drusilla was all up on Angel, when he was locked up, even to when he was Angela's, never mentioned Darla. I don't even know if they even knew that she was dead when it came into Sunnydale. So, like, you really have to now just piece things together. But the thing is how close they were. You would thought they would have said, oh, well, where's Mommy Dearest? Because, Drusilla and her little words, you would have thought. So it will be definitely amazing that when I have my rewatch initially for Buffy and see if the dots connect and see if they left things open for interpretation or if they left things open for us to fill in the blanks later on. Drusilla realizes during this time is that it's not because he can't outrun her and that he keeps dancing around her. She's a seer. So what did she see beforehand? Not even just his alliance with Buffy, but she saw that his feelings, he's had feelings for her before Spike even knew. So before Spike even came back in season 3 to try to win her over, I know that he also I think he mentioned it again in season 4 maybe of Buffy, but like, we finally see that Drusilla knew in 1998, and this is 2 years before, but it never prolonged into Spike's head until he had that dream. But let's talk about it. Let me just talk about Riley for just a quick minute, because I can't hide it anymore. This man is fucking annoying. Now, I've been giving him a chance. I always say it. At this point, it's a broken record. I try to sensitize my annoyance with Riley as much as I can, because I didn't know he was this much hated. And then when I found out that he was that much hated, it made me hating this man even more easier. I didn't like him since I saw him in season 4. Like, literally off the bat, something about him literally just rubbed me off. Like, even though I was supposed to hate Spike in season 2, I was like, he kind of cool. Him and Drusilla kind of like this bad egg couple. Kind of nice. I'm intrigued, even though I'm supposed to not be rooting for them. Riley came in as a good guy, and I literally had my suspicions and didn't trust this man because of the way that he switched from I don't like Buffy to I like Buffy within an episode span. And especially within the short radius of her encountering Parker. What's his name? Parker, was it? But Riley is annoying, and now he's back to human. So you don't have any fanciful techniques besides the obvious. And even though you listen to Buffy and brought the people in, he's just doing too much. Like, he has been kicked out of initiatives, and now he's trying to be a slayer now. Like, and the thing is that, like the guy said, Grant, I believe, said that, what are you going to be? Like, the Slayer's sidekick? And that's what he is. And I understand, like, nah, why are you mad? He's helping Buffy. The thing is that it's just how he does it. Like, how he does things, he takes things too serious. He's always a stick in the wall, like he got something up his ass. He's always complaining. He's always doing irrational stuff, and he's always doing things so impulsive, but then complains when things don't go his way, and I hate it. And like, I call every character, like I said before, like I'm not going to sit here and act like my other characters, my other faves and Scoops haven't had their little fame in the hot seat. It just annoys me that with Riley is that he likes to think he can get his cake and eat it too. That, oh, I can go ahead and not listen to Buffy and still go and stake out. Or I don't have to I don't have to get my heart fixed, but Buffy got to tell me everything type of scenario. I just cannot express how much I don't like this guy. I just cannot. And like, honestly, y'all telling me like that he's going to do something to piss me off, I am just now amping and waiting at this point. Like, get him off my screen. Like, the thing is that he's already surpassed. Like, he should have left with season 4. Him being in season 5 and him doing the same, it's the same pattern of him not thinking he's good enough, him not thinking he's good enough. Buffy got to keep reassuring him. Like, I'm not, listen, boy, you've been with her for a whole year, and the reassuring stuff is now hitting a year later, so you're too late. If you're still having this problem with a year down the line, you just need to leave. Literally, if you're having a year now and of, oh, I don't know if Buffy want to be with me, you need to leave. You need to leave now. I don't know why you're still here. A year later, and this is the first time we're hearing him complain about Buffy potentially leaving him. Please, get out of here. Anyway, that was my season 5, episode 7 reaction to Buffy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Buffy reactions. Patreon will link for full reactions to Buffy, Angel, and Sailor Moon. Twitter and Discord will be linked so you can talk to me about this episode and tell me what your favorite things is, and also see me for future updates. Till next time, make sure to be safe. Peace.